The first step is that we're going to fold the two pieces in half lengthways. You'll see that our fabric has a right side, which is the bright coloured side that we want to see at the end, and it's got a wrong side, which is the dull side. When we fold this, we want the right side to be hidden away. So the wrong side will be what we can see. So I'm just going to fold it in half along the length. You can give that a bit of a press with your fingers. If you have an iron that you can use, you can give that a press along the fold. Be careful, the fabric's hot after you iron it. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same with my bunny ear piece. I'm going to fold it over and press it down. And the right sides should be inside. After we've done that, we're going to pin our pieces together. So our pins will be along the cut edge, the furthest side from the fold. So I'm going to pin all the way along that edge, like that. Right to the end. Then I can put that one to the side. I'm going to do the same with my bow piece. Now, when I pin my bow piece, I'm going to leave a gap where we're not going to sew. So the way I'm going to mark the spot where I'm not going to sew is by putting a pin going this way in one spot. Okay, so the idea of these two pins is that they're like a stop sign, and they're reminding me that I don't want to sew in this section here. Then I'll keep pinning the other end. Okay, now we're going to take it to the sewing machine. So with our long strip, we're going to start sewing at one end, and we're going to sew all the way along that straight edge to the other end. We're not going to be sewing these short ends together. We want to end up with a tube that we can turn through. When we sew our bunny ears, we're going to start at one end. We're going to sew down to the first pin going the other way, and that's our stop sign. Then we'll take it out and we will sew from this pin to the end. Okay, if you've been to one of my classes before, you'll probably know that I love using washi tape to help us work out our seam allowance. So you can see I've just put some tape on my machine here, right next to my presser foot. It's a 1 centimetre seam allowance we're sewing with. Just pop that over there. Okay, so I'm going to take my long strip of fabric that I've folded and I've pinned. I'm going to put that under the presser foot, and I'm going to start my line of stitching by doing a few stitches forward, then a few stitches backwards, and then I'm going to sew to the end. That's going to make sure that the ends are very secure for when I turn my tube through. I don't want it to rip open. Okay, let's go. Stop and take my pin out and keep going. Get to the end, I'm going to do some backwards stitching and then forwards again. Take it out. cut off my threads at each end. Okay, I'll put this one to the side. Now I'm going to take my rabbit ears piece. I'm going to start at one of the points. I'm going to do the same and do my forwards, backwards stitches to start. Now it's got a bit of a curve here, so I'm just going to go slowly around the curve. I find it's a good idea to stop every few stitches and just to make sure everything's in line. I'm slowly turning the fabric as I sew. I'm going to keep going until I get to that pin that's facing the other way. When I get there, I'm going to do some backward stitches and then forward. Now I can take it out. Now I'm putting the bunny ears back in where the next pin is, and I'm going to start sewing there. Do my forwards, backwards, and then I'm going to follow that curve around, turning it until I get down to the next point. When I get to the end, I'm going to do my backward stitch and forward again. And then I can take it out. Now we're going to take the tube that we've sewn. In your kit you have a safety pin. You're going to attach the safety pin to one end of your tube. And then we're going to push the safety pin inside the end of the tube and just tuck the end inside of the fabric end. Now you're going to find your safety pin and you're going to slide it along and then pull it off. Slide it along, pull the fabric. Slide it along, pull the fabric. I'm going to keep working our way all the way to the other end. And then when we get to the end, you'll see the safety pin come out the other end. You're just going to keep pulling the fabric and you'll see that it's turning through the right way now. And then we can take the safety pin off again. And we've got our fabric tube. Now we're going to take, you'll have some elastic in your kit. So each piece of elastic is 20 centimeters long. And we're going to put the pin through the end of the elastic like this. And we're going to use this pin to help us thread the elastic through our tube. So we go to one end, put our pin in, and I'm going to hold the pin with my right hand, slide a bunch of fabric onto it with my left hand. I'm going to keep bunching it up. I'm holding the pin tight here. Bunching, bunching, bunching until we get right to the other end. There's the pin at the other end, and I'm going to push the fabric onto the elastic. Make sure you hold on to both ends so you end up with something like this. Then I'm going to take my safety pin off and I'm going to tie the ends together with a double knot. So that it's nice and secure. Okay, so it's starting to look like a scrunchie now. The last step is, we've got this hole here and the rough edges. On one side, I'm going to turn those rough edges inside. Then I'm going to put the edges opposite inside there. So what you'll see is an overlap, and we can't see the elastic anymore. I'm just going to get a pin and pin that end together like this, and I'm going to take it back to my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew a line across this to join it together. Before I go to the sewing machine, I'll turn my bow the right way through. Before I turn it, on these pointy ends, I'm just going to cut off that point of fabric. That way when we turn it through, we won't have a bunch of fabric in that little point, and hopefully we'll get a pointier end. So I've cut off those two little corners. Now where the hole is, I'm going to push the fabric from each ear through that hole. Pushing and pulling it until it comes through. Now once you've got most of it through, you can use something like a chopstick, put it through the hole and just give it a push to get that point to come all the way out. So I've got one half like that now, and then we can do the same with the other side. I'm going to push it through, give it a pull from the inside as well, until it's all the way through. Use our chopstick to push that point out. Okay, so you can see we've got our bunny ears the right way. So we've got our bunny ears turned the right way through now. I'm just going to give them a little iron and make sure that where this opening is, we just fold the edge under on each side. I'm going to press it like that. So having it nice and flat like this with the edges turned in is going to make it easier for us to sew this together. Okay, back to the sewing machine. So I'm going to sew close the opening of the scrunchie now. So I need to do a straight line of stitching across here. So I'm going to put it under the machine starting here. So forwards, backwards, up to this edge, forwards, backwards, and then it will be ready. So I'm popping it under my presser foot. I'm going to start with some forward stitches, some backward stitches, and across to the other side. When I get to the other side, backwards and forwards again. Take that out now. I'll cut all of my threads. And we've got a completed scrunchie. Now I'm going to sew up the little hole that we left open on our rabbit ears. So I just need to start where the hole begins and end where the hole ends. So I'll pop it in, forwards, backwards, so all the way across and trim my threads. Now you can choose to wear your scrunchie just like this, or you can choose to add some rabbit ears. So to add the rabbit ears, we're just going to put the ears through the middle of the scrunchie and tie it on. And that is your scrunchie with rabbit ears ready to wear. Enjoy your scrunchies!